All right, welcome back. I'm going to answer some people asked some questions, and I'm going to answer those questions. But first, I'm going to talk about Thursday's test. Thursday, the 19th and 20th test. Today, we are just going to do a kind of a practice test, and I'm just kind of testing out the system. And so I just want you to do your best. Don't super worry about the grade. I just want to see how you guys do. I just need you to complete that. I don't like the big ideas test. And so your test will have a Google Classroom answer sheet. And I'm going to have to make it multiple choice. I'm sure a lot of you guys are sad about that. And then there's going to be like a test form, just a PDF like our normal test. And then I'm going to have a Google answer sheet. And so you're just going to have to do your work and check the right letter for the answer sheet, and that's how I'm going to grade you. I think I like that test better, which means your test is going to be very, very similar to my first review that I did that was on a worksheet. So that's what I want you to focus on, and if you need any more questions on that, fine. I am actually going to post the answers to that review today. It should be on this daily slide or this daily assignment, so you can check your answers and see if there are any questions. I'm going to have another video tomorrow answering any questions asked. If there's no questions asked, then there's no video. Okay, continue to email me with questions so I can make videos on them, and if you don't understand what's going on, you can ask me questions, and I'll make another video trying to answer all of your questions about that. Okay. And just for fun, I just added a little face cam. There we go. That way you know who's talking. So I can just do like that, and then that's me talking. All right. But anyways, enough of that. I got bored and I drew that. We're going to go ahead and get to questions. Okay. Somebody asked the question, based on the 9.6 Big Ideas video, I did all this work, but they had a hard time figuring out what answers to put in the actual Big Ideas program. So I did some research, and even though the directions say solve the triangle, they don't actually want me to solve the triangle like I did, which is right here. They just want specific answers to these particular questions. So from this triangle, I actually have all those answers here, so I just want to kind of show you how to get those answers. And if this doesn't answer your question fully, let me know, because that means what is in the book and what I assigned are slightly different, and so I'm going to have to dig deeper. So basically, KM would be here to here. Okay. And so I didn't have that written down. We figured it out someplace. The place we figured it out was right here. Okay, I need to move this a little bit. And so that's what our KM was. And so that would be 7.8. I didn't label it here. We used that to get another thing, but I didn't label it here. So that would be 7.8 feet. Okay, JK is 11.9. I do have that labeled. ML, well, they didn't want the whole thing like I thought. They just wanted the piece, ML. So ML would be, the piece was 19.5 feet, and we did figure that out here. That's where we figured that out. So you can rewatch the video to see where I got all these answers. We also needed angle JKM. Well, that's right there. That's right there. I added it together to get 117. They didn't want me to add it together. And MKL, well, that's right here. So that's 68.2. And measure of L, and that's 21.8. So those are the answers it wants, the computer wants. technically, that's not solving the triangle. That's the little bitty pieces inside. Solving the triangle, technically, would be the answers I got. And that's one of the reasons why we're not using the big idea test this time, just because to me the question was confusing and the answers, well, we got all these numbers, but really when you solve a triangle you want the outsides and you want all the angles. So hopefully that answers how to at least get it put in the big idea so you can get it correct. Okay, so that's one of the questions. The other question was on, I believe, the review, and it was number 30. So this is number 30. Let me get this camera adjusted for number 30. Well, we're doing a bad job adjusting the camera, aren't we? All right. Okay, so that's number 30. And so what we need to do, let's see if I have all this. I'm going to read you number 30. Here, I'll just put the number 30 right here. So find the area of each triangle, round the intermediate values to the nearest tenth. Use the rounded values to calculate the next value, round your final answer to the nearest tenth. Okay, so round intermediate values, that's important. Okay, so anytime you have something like this, you got to start with the one. You got to have an angle on a side, and so this triangle, we have an angle on a side. So I see that. Okay, what I like to do is I like to break it down. And so I'm going to cover this up, and we're just going to have one triangle at a time. So that's 11, and that's 67. Okay, and so I want this. I want this height, and so what I'm going to do is this is opposite. This is hypotenuse. This is adjacent. So SOHCAHTOA, I have opposite and adjacent. That's going to be tangent. So I'm going to do tangent of 67 equals 11 over my variable. Okay, these are going to switch places. These guys are going to switch places, and so I'm going to write out when they switch places what you're going to put in the calculator, and hopefully you can see this. And we got an interesting kind of pink color. I guess it's, I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to get y equals, we're switching places, 11 over tangent 67. Put that in the calculator. And we can see that. Bam. And we're going to get 4.66. So we're just going to do 4.7. So that's going to make y 4.7. All right, take that away. We got 4.7. And now we can work on the next thing. So we are supposed to find the area. And so to find the area, I really need this right here. Really need that. Okay, so to find this, I'm just going to work on this triangle here. So this is going to be 46. This is going to end up being, from this 46, this is going to be opposite. This is going to be adjacent. And this is going to be hypotenuse. Okay, so that means I'm going to do tangent 46. Equals opposite over adjacent. Again, we're switching places, so we're going to put this in the calculator. 4.7 over tangent 46. 4.7 over tangent 46. And we're going to get 4.53, so that's just a 4.5. X equals 4.5. All right, now we have all we need. So this x is going to be 4.5. So to get the actual base of this triangle, we are going to have to add 4.5 and 11. So that's going to be 15.5. And of course our formula here is going to be 1/2 base times height is the area. So what that means for us is area is going to equal 1/2 base, which is 15.5, height, which is 4.7. Put that in the calculator. And I like to divide by 2 instead of multiply by the fraction, and so I'm going to get 36.4. So that's my answer, 36.4. All right, hopefully that answers your question. If not, just email me, and there will be opportunity for another video tomorrow. Make sure you do that practice test, and, we'll get that test done. All right, bye.